Good morning. My name is Debbie Corbett. I'm a fitness and wellness specialist too with Memorial Health System. This is part of our Move series, and I'm going to show you how to move from a chair or even from your couch. I know that's not really a couch, but it's the best I can do in here. But I'm going to show you how to use your time wisely. At every moment of the day, you can incorporate movement, and that's what your body needs to give you quality of life. So we're going to start out in a chair, and this is something that you can do if you're at work and you're in a chair all day long. Not that you're going to do them all at once, but you can take little bits and pieces and incorporate throughout your day. What that's going to do is keep circulation flowing through the body, because if you're seated all day, you're going to end up with swollen ankles and feet at the end of the day because all the blood is going to pool in the lower body. You got to use the brain, so you want to make sure we get some blood flow there. It's also going to reduce tension in the body. You're going to leave a happier person at the end of your workday. So we're going to start out with something I call chair hops. Make sure that your rib cage is lifted. Don't lean against the seat back. Scoot forward. We're going to start with our legs out, and we're going to jump in, jump out, inner thigh lift, down, inner thigh lift, down. Jump in, out, lift, lift. 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 Now notice I'm angling that heel up towards the ceiling, so it's my inner thigh that is going upward. Lift, lift. In, out, lift, lift. In, out, lift, lift. Make sure you keep your abs engaged. That's what's going to support your back here. It's also what's going to help to work that core a little bit more. Lift, lift. In, out, lift, lift. In, out, lift, lift. Now we're going to work that core a little bit more with some oblique twists. Twist, down, twist, down, twist, down, twist, down. Now you might think this really isn't that difficult of exercise, or at least some of you are thinking that. But if you incorporate this 2 or 3 times throughout your day, just bits and pieces of it, you're going to see change. So for those of you that are seated at a desk 8, 10, even 12 hours with very little movement throughout your day, you have got to move. The human body is not meant to stay stagnant. So doing something like this not only gets circulation flowing, gets those muscles loosened up, it gives the joints a lot of movement so that synovial fluid moves throughout those joints, making your range of motion better. Little twist in there, get that elbow in towards the knee. Still keeping the rib cage lifted, not raising the shoulders, and not using the seat back. All right, now we are going to run from a seated position and then reach for that leg. And run, and reach for that leg, and run, and reach for that leg. So we're incorporating a stretch in here for those legs. Whether you're standing all day or whether you're seated, you are shortening the length of the muscles. So you're putting yourself at a little higher risk of injury when you do get up and move. The circulation hasn't been flowing, and those muscles are in a shortened state. So this is getting that heart rate up by raising the arms up over the head, by doing some gentle running with the feet, but it also is incorporating a stretch, stretching out the low back as well as that hamstring. As you extend that leg out, squeeze your quadricep, or the muscle on top of the leg. You will be surprised, if you're just watching and not doing, how much this gets the heart rate up. Body temperature raises, therefore, we get into our fat burning zone. Reach and hold, squeeze the top of that thigh. Hang in there with me. Moving these arms takes strength as well because it's a slow and controlled movement. Getting circulation flowing through there. If you are sitting at a computer all day long, your wrists, your hands start to swell, they get tight, they may get achy. Symptoms of carpal tunnel. Well, if you're doing this reaching up and down of the hands, that gets good blood flow to those areas. Last one. All right, now, if you are in a chair that is on wheels, hopefully they have locks on them and you can lock it out, or you have to be very careful on this one. But if you're sitting at home watching TV from a chair, you can do this pretty safely. So what we're gonna do is we are going to twist and then stand up. So hands at chest height, feet and knees are apart, and we twist right, left, stand up, sit down, 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 twist right, left, stand up, sit down. Now when you stand up, you want to think about squeezing the butt right there. Twist, rib cage lifted, squeeze the butt, and you do a little pelvic thrust. Twist, twist, drive into those heels. Make sure you don't have the feet tucked underneath you or tucked underneath the chair. You don't want to drive into the balls of the feet. Over time, you'll feel that in your knees. Drive into those heels, squeeze and lift. Now we're going to go to one leg. Up, twist, twist, up. Incorporating balance here. We are seated all day for 20 years maybe in our career. Balance is going to get impeded because we're not doing anything throughout our day to incorporate balance. So doing these by raising up, standing on one leg, you are incorporating a balance activity. You can definitely feel the heart rate going up and the body getting warm. Really lock out that support thigh. Squeeze the buns tight. Pick that knee up as high as you can, maintaining balance. Last one. All right, now we're going to do some overhead reaching with a leg extension. So a little bit of stretching and muscle movement. Reach, reach. Extend that leg out in front of you. Same leg as the arm that's going up, and really reach. Lift through the rib cage, not the shoulder. A little bit of a lean with it. This is incorporating the total body from a seated position. So this is something you could do at home watching TV. This is something you can do in the workplace. At Memorial, my boss and I got to speak to many different departments on workplace stretching. What we want people to do is have the freedom to make their body feel good throughout the day with movement. Stretching, a little bit of exercise that stimulates circulation and joint mobility. So like I said, you don't have to do all of these at one time, but pick one, and maybe every hour do one of these exercises in the workplace. All right, now we're going to move to my living room and the lovely couch that I have here. Now, realizing that your couch is going to be longer than this, but this is the best I can do here right now. So let's say we're lying down and we're lying on our side, we're getting all comfy and cozy here, and we're watching a movie. Bottom leg is bent, top leg is straight, and we're gonna do outer thigh lifts while we watch Jason Statham, while we watch Tom Cruise, while we watch Katie Holmes. She just popped into my head because I said Tom Cruise. But whatever you want to watch on TV, use your time wisely. We're doing outer thigh lifts while watching TV. Keep those toes pointed to the front. If you rotate the toes up, you change the muscle group you're working. You're working quadricep. So roll that hip forward. This is called hip closed in dance. Hip is pointing straight up, not rolled backward. And we do outer thigh lifts. Now, bring that leg in so both knees are bent, and we're gonna do clamshells. Open and close. Great for hip mobility. Great for helping to strengthen those muscles above the knee. The first exercise we did, this one and the next one, are the 3 exercises I used to rehab my own knee. I was supposed to have surgery for 3 tears in my knee, but I worked very diligently to rehab it myself, and now I have 100% usage. But you have to put in the time. Yes, that's the one thing people don't want to do, but you can do it while you're watching TV. Now, if you're not a TV watcher, then you can read a book while you're doing these exercises. All right, now you're gonna flip around on your back. That same leg is going to extend out. Let's point the toe this time, and we're gonna lift and lower, lift and lower. Now, I try to only lift as high as the opposite bent knee thigh. If you take it all the way up here, it releases that quadricep. So I take it up just to meet that other thigh. Toe is pointed. Foot can be flexed also. I just chose to point it because we've been doing a foot flexed position. So here I am reading my book, looking at my iPad, watching TV, but strengthening the muscles above the knee. If you have weak knees, this is something you definitely want to do. All right, let's swing around because I got to get that other side in. Move my trusty little pillow there. All right, so we start with those outer thigh lifts, toes forward, hip closed, pointed straight up towards that ceiling, lift and lower. Don't roll back. Remember, we don't want the quadricep going up. We want the abductor or outer thigh going up and down. Remember, these 3 exercises are especially crucial if you have issues with your knees. If you have issues with your knees, we're trying to get all those muscles above the knee stronger to take pressure off the knee. And now bring that leg in and clamshells. Now with the clamshells, you want to use your greatest range of motion. If you notice, my foot is just tapping the other foot. I don't ever rest it on there. I'm not doing this. That's taking a lot of weight off the muscle. You want to lift that foot. Don't rest it. All I do is just a slight tap to that foot that is down. Squeeze your abs tight, because as you open and close, you have the opportunity to work the obliques. All right, we're gonna flip around and we're gonna hit that quadricep. Toe pointed, got my iPad here. Leg goes up as high as the opposite thigh. And then right back down. Think about the muscle you're working, squeeze it tight. It is gonna tighten from point A to point B. But when you contract it, because you know what muscle group you're working, you're gonna get quicker benefits. This is a no excuse exercise video today, folks. Whether you're seated, whether you're lying down, no excuse. All right, now we're gonna work the waistline a little bit with some oblique crunches. So I'm going to come up and touch the knee, up and touch the knee, up and touch the knee. So I'm lifting the foot, but I'm twisting the elbow towards that knee that is lifted. You can feel this all through your core, but that little rotation in there really concentrates on the waistline. Now, if you're watching regular cable TV, what if you pick one of these and do it every time it comes to commercial? All right, we are going to go to a full sit-up. So this is going to work the abs. Anytime you work the abs, you're also working the back, but it's going to give you a good stretch. So we're going to reach back, and we're going to come all the way up and try to touch the toes. Reach back, all the way up, touch the toes. Reach back long, all the way up. Reach back long, all the way up. Keep that chin up. Don't put the chin into the chest. Look up at an angle towards your ceiling. Now with that little give that you're going to find in your sofa or even on your bed, you should be able to do this full setup without any issue with your back. If you're on the floor, it's a little bit different. I would bend the knees. Let's do 2 more. Blow out, breathe in, blow out, breathe in. All right, now we're going to swing around. We're going to come off that couch for a moment, and we're going to work those arms. You're simply going to slide your butt off the front of the couch, place your hands on the edge, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Now make sure you're not using your legs here. Drive through those palms to push up. Do not push up through the feet. Four, 3, 2, 1. Have a seat. How did that feel? I don't know about you, but I worked up a sweat. That was a very short exercise session. Whether you're in the chair, whether you're on your couch, you can move. Your body is not going to continue to move for you in a good manner if you don't move it now while you can. We live such a sedentary life now. Like I said, whether you're standing all day or whether you're seated all day, we have got to move. So these are things you can incorporate throughout your day or at night whenever you get home. If you do this at night when you get home from work, I promise you're going to sleep better because circulation is flowing. Metabolism has been boosted, and then you do a little bit of deep breathing when you lie down in bed to calm the mind, to calm the body, so you sleep well. I hope you got something out of this today. I appreciate you joining me. Again, I am Debbie Corbett. I am a fitness and wellness specialist too with Memorial Health System. This is our Move series. I try to bring you something different every week, so there's something out there for everybody. And remember, these get moved into our video archive. I have over 3 years of videos out there, every type you can imagine. Just check it out. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next Friday. Bye-bye.